She avenged Caitlin Clark on the court. Now sponsors and the right love her. On June 17th, the Indiana Fever played the Connecticut Sun in a WNBA game filled with hard fouls and bad feelings. One Sun player shoved Fever star Caitlin Clark. Another, J.C. Sheldon, had poked her in the eye. The antics infuriated one of Clark's teammates, the quick-tempered Sophie Cunningham, who said in later interviews that she felt that Clark, whose talent and fame were transforming the WNBA, wasn't being properly protected by the referees. So with less than a minute left in the game, when Sheldon stole the ball and went sprinting down the court, Cunningham wrapped her arms around Sheldon and pulled her to the hardwood, fouling her. She then fought back as Sheldon and another Sun player, Lindsay Allen, rushed toward her and raged. All three were ejected from the game. Within days, she had more than 1 million followers on Instagram and on TikTok, up from a few 100,000. People who saw her as Clark's enforcer cheered her at games. Opposing fans booed her enthusiastically. "I didn't do that for clickbait," Cunningham said in an interview. "I stand up for my teammates." She said she had heard that parents were using the incident to teach their children to stand up and do that for their friends and for themselves. Her motivations may not have been self-serving, but that one day created tremendous financial opportunity for Cunningham. She has also experienced increased attention from a conservative ecosystem that has lately shown interest in women's basketball. Clark's treatment by other players has become a cause célèbre for right-leaning pundits who see it as a racial issue. The Wall Street Journal published an opinion piece saying Clark's civil rights were being violated, arguing without evidence that she was being targeted because she is white. And while Cunningham said she was right down the middle politically, it didn't escape the notice of the conservative outlets cheering her on that women's basketball fans had called her MAGA Barbie, a derisive reference to President Donald Trump's "Make America Great Again" slogan and to her appearance. Some of the language used to describe fouls against Clark and the physicality of the WNBA are often racially coded, said Sarah Spain, a prominent sports journalist who hosts Good Game, a podcast about women's sports. She counts herself among Clark's fans but said she didn't think her treatment was much different from that of other players. Injuries have since sidelined both teammates. Clark has had an injury-riddled season, and Cunningham had surgery on her right knee, but their cultural influence has persisted. Cunningham, a 29-year-old guard, was drafted by the Phoenix Mercury in 2019. Last offseason, as the WNBA's popularity swelled, she switched representatives in order to take better advantage of sponsorship opportunities. Then in February, Cunningham was traded to the Fever, the most popular team in the league. She was on a rocket ship from there, said Rishi Dullett, president of PRP, the agency that represents her. The day after the incident with the Sun, an executive at PRP called the CEO of Ring, the home security company best known for its camera-equipped doorbells. He said, "Hey, Sophie's known as kind of this protector," Dullett said. Less than 2 weeks later, Cunningham posted a paid advertisement for Ring on her TikTok. It was one of 7 new deals that she got in the weeks after the incident, including with Arby's. She also started a podcast in July with West Wilson, a friend from high school and a star of the Bravo reality show, Summer House. "I think this is going to open up maybe what I want to do when the ball stops bouncing," said Cunningham, who has done some broadcast work for NBA games. Though Cunningham declined to offer specific numbers, the money she makes from these deals will dwarf her WNBA salary of $100,000 this year. Today, many women's basketball players enter the WNBA as established brands, cultivated through intentional social media strategies and brand deals in college. Female athletes are having to lean in on social media because they're not getting as much promotion. Cara Hawkins-Jedlicka, an associate professor at Washington State University who studies women's sports communication and influencer culture. As she spoke, she pulled up ESPN's homepage and noted that the articles were mostly about Major League Baseball and football, except for one about Cunningham. "That's the one headline for women that's on ESPN's homepage right now," she said. Cunningham's TikTok is a mix of dance trends and outfit shots. She has also embraced the physicality of the game and shown off her chipped front tooth and a misshapen finger, casualties of in-game contact.